so welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a meal prep video with you guys. I don't think I've ever done a video like this before, but it is actually, I would normally do this on a Sunday, but I went home for the weekend, so it is now Tuesday, so we're doing this. But yeah, so I'm going to take you guys for a big food shop for the week, and kind of I'm only going to be prepping a few dinners and then all our lunches, and then breakfast. It's just kind of like grab and go. I don't really prep breakfast because I do have time to make breakfast in the morning, and I normally like to choose breakfast when I wake up, depending on what I'm feeling. Like I said, and some days if I'm going out, I'll take some stuff with me and prep it the night before. But we'll get into that when we do the meal prep. So I'm going to break down how I prep my meals, what I do, how I go about it. It is actually just a massive reset day for me today. I'm actually doing a couple of loads of washing and stuff like that that we've kind of got behind on. But yeah, so basically how I go about my meal prep. So I've got like a little shopping list here, which I've actually put on my phone. Excuse my handwriting, I know it looks like a child. I've actually put on my phone with like the little tick boxes, but I like to like write things out. And then I've got recipes, so I'm going to be making 3 different recipes today in this video. I'm going to be making a juice recipe, so I've got a juicer and I'm obsessed with making juice now. And there's this juice that I really like from Joe and the Juice, and I basically recreate it at home and have that most mornings as like a little detox, I guess. It's got really lots of vitamins in it, and I just like having it. So I'm going to make that, and then I've got like a Cajun chicken and like rice and like quinoa salad, which I love, and it's really good for meal prep because you can have it cold. And then I'm gonna make a red pesto mascarpone chicken pasta, and I've got all of the calorie and macro splits on here, so I'll like write it out. And me and my flatmate, we need different portion sizes, so I do literally label everything out. It's very organized. And I've got these 101 for meal prep Tupperware boxes, good Tupperware boxes. I don't like the plastic ones because I think they stain. Like if you have anything with tomato, it really doesn't matter, but if you have anything that you're cooking with like tomatoes or anything like that in, they stain the pots and then they just look a bit grim. They're not dirty, but they just look grim, and these ones just look really nice. These are £3 from Flying Tiger. The only thing is these are sometimes a bit small. I have a bigger size that's like this size, which is quite good, so I might put some of my dinners in here, and then my flatmates in the smaller ones. It depends. We'll see what fits. Some of them might have to go in bigger tubs even though they're smaller, and vice versa. But yes, I'm gonna go get some more food for the week. We don't really have much in. We have a lot of, so I'll also put how much I spend as well, because I know for a lot of people, food like cooking and stuff, they just you see all these recipes online, but you're like, oh, it's so expensive buying all the ingredients. I know how that feels. I'm about to a food shop with £70 in my bank, so literally this is going to be like meal prep on a budget. But we, like I said, we do have a lot of like dry ingredients in our flat already. Like we've got lots of rice. I don't think we have any pasta, you know, which isn't like us. But yeah, and like chopped tomatoes. I've got some black beans. Oh, I should have done a Mexican chicken. But yeah. And we do like to make dinners like as we please. Like obviously we'll have like a target, because I haven't spoken about this before. Sorry, this is going to be a bit of a ramble. This is going to be quite a long video. I haven't spoken about this before, but I actually have started counting my calories again a bit, just because I just wanted to tone up. I'm kind of doing like a mini cut, and I don't normally like to talk about it because I know a lot of my audience, it can be quite triggering, so I'm not going to talk about it in detail. But if that is something you'd want to see me talk about, and talk about kind of what I'm doing at the moment, then let me know and I can make a video for that, and just kind of title the video so it doesn't, so people who find that tough don't watch it. But yeah, so I always say to people, if you want to know the calories and stuff to my recipes, like most of the time, sometimes I don't work them out, sometimes I do, just like DM me and I'll tell you. But then I'm like, to be honest, you could just work it out yourself, like put the ingredients into like fitness plan. Anyway, so let's go do some food shopping. I will stop rambling because I'm gonna ramble to you whilst I'm cooking, and take you through it all. Yeah, I'm really excited to do this video. I've got literally a chilled fit on today. This jumper from Vanquish, which I think is really cute. It's quite like baggy. I think it's actually the men's. It's like a unisex. these bangs are just annoying me so much. You're gonna see me fiddling with them so much this whole video. Let's go to Sainsbury's. So I have a big Sainsbury's near me and we're gonna go to Sainsbury's. Ideally, I would like to go to Lidl or something like that because it's cheaper, but I'd have to get a bus and yeah, it's just easier just to walk to Sainsbury's. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't have too much to grab. So yeah. So I'm back from the shops. I got everything I needed. Literally, this is everything and I'm about to turn this into 10 different meals. Well, 5 of the same, 2 lots of meals. It came to £28, which is pretty decent. I wouldn't normally get these, like this is super lazy of me, but I'm really bad at cooking quinoa. Whenever I do it, it's just not as nice as when it comes in the packet, like mine gets really stodgy. So this is just like a quick way of doing it, to be honest, and sometimes it's nice to keep these in the cupboard so you can bulk out meals. Like if I'm feeling hungrier some days, I'll just like add a bit more into the meals that have got this in. But I got myself my juice. I got some like Mediterranean, how do you say that word? I've literally never heard someone say that aloud. Bacon bits to have some like kind of bacon sandwiches or like bacon eggs some morning, but better for you. We get some protein in because I feel like breakfast is the hardest meal to get protein in, I think. I find I have a lot of eggs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the fridge now. The fridge is looking a bit of a mess. It needs a bit of a clear out, so, and organising. So hopefully by the end of this, it will look super tidy and we'll be ready to go. I also got these as like little snacky bits. I literally love these, but I just realised I opened it from the bottom. The Ritz things, little crackers. So I can snack on these whilst I meal prep. Up first, we're doing the chicken. I literally bought the biggest bag of chicken, but to be honest, it's so much more affordable doing it this way. Like I think it was like £8 for this like 1.6 kg worth of chicken breasts, whereas like I normally go and I'll get the mini fillets at like £3 like every other day because I get through it so quickly. So yeah, this is definitely more affordable. I'm about to make 10 meals for £28. Okay, again, excuse the messy hair, but we're gonna start off with the chicken because both the recipes that I'm making today involve chicken, but you can easily, if you're a veggie or a pescatarian, easily swap this out for like a different substitute. As long as the most important thing is that whatever you're swapping out is gonna get the protein back in. It's definitely this quinoa salad recipe. I love it with salmon. But it's just salmon is a bit more expensive and it's just easier buying the big pack of chicken and just doing it all in chicken. And my flatmate doesn't eat fish, so it makes it a bit harder. So yeah, I'm doing all chicken, but you could easily swap it out for tofu. Yeah, chicken substitutes, anything, or you could lose the meat. That's not the end of the world either. But I was going to shred the chicken for the pasta dish, but I'm just going to cook it all in a pan together because it will make it so much quicker. I literally feel like I can do this in an hour if I just cook it all in the oven, and then I'll prep the other bits in between. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to pop my chicken in here. There is nothing worse than touching raw chicken, I can't lie. Ugh, that is grim. And I'm always so paranoid that I haven't got it off my hands afterwards. Some of these breasts are absolutely massive. I might need to do 2 things. We'll see. Okay, so I've spread it out into 2 things. That is a lot of chicken, but this is gonna be good. It'll be quick and easy. I'm just gonna wash my hands and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, now so I put 150 milliliters of like hot water in a Pyrex jug. And then for my seasoning, I'm gonna use this napolitana, which if you see my last vlog, I use this on the chicken and that is so good. It's like an Italian spice mix. That's what's in the back. So it's pretty like chilled. I think I'm just gonna add a few like extra chili flakes and stuff. And yeah, and some tomatoes, so let's do that. Going to add in some of this ready garlic paste, big chug of that. And then I've got some tomato puree. I'm literally just gonna finish off the tube of this because there isn't much left. But I would normally use like a whole tube of this, but there's quite a bit in this still. That's like a whole tube of tomato puree, and then I'm gonna add in some chili flakes. Literally, these are again from Flying Tiger. I might as well just be like an ambassador for them. They get all my spices in there. They just have really good spice mixes. And then I'm going to mix it up, and then we're going to pour it on the chicken so it can marinate for a bit. So I'm just going to pour this over the top. And remember that I have to split it across 2 things. I don't really track any of the spice mixes and stuff like that I put on top, because literally lots of them are just nothing. So it's really just not worth the time and the effort. Like, I might just add, like, counter in a few extra calories, but I'm not too focused on calories. It's more the macros for me at the moment, so this doesn't matter. And I'm just going to clean fold them and leave them for like 30 minutes to marinate, and then we'll put them in the oven. Okay, so I'm just going to clean fold them. I just added a bit of extra liquid to this one, just to keep it super moist, because honestly, you just don't want dry chicken. If you meal prep and you've already cooked the chicken and it's dry, then it's going to be horrible if you end up reheating it or anything. But these recipes don't need reheating, so it's not the end of the world. So next up, we're going to cook our pasta. So I've got fusilli pasta this week, and I'm literally just going to do 5 portions of this, which I think is like 400 grams. Oh my god, the scales hadn't even turned on. Might as well just do the whole packet. I mean, it's like 500 grams of the packet, so. I know so many people are going to hate on me for putting the water in first and the pasta, but it's just easier, and like it will come up to a boil pretty quickly on the hob. But I know I got so much hate. I did a pasta recipe once, and loads of Italians told me I was cooking my pasta wrong. But I really don't think it makes a difference. I'm really sorry. I'm sure it probably does, but not a taste difference. So yeah, that's going to go on for 10 to 12 minutes till it's cooked. I'm just going to stir that around to make sure it doesn't get stuck at the bottom. And I'm going to prep my salad. I literally burnt my hob then. There was smoke coming off my hob. Do you know when you wipe a hob and it gets like this, it started sizzling with the pan on it, and I was like, what is that? And I think because there was water underneath where I'd like cleaned it and it wasn't dry. And then I wiped with the tea towel and it's like burn. Oh, for God's sake. Watch me not get my deposit back. Okay, on with the quinoa salad. I'm not even going to bother microwaving these. I'm just going to chuck them straight in. I'm going to use 2. I'm just going to make 4 portions of this. Okay, I'm going to use a whole lime, like cut it in half, and then I'm just going to squeeze it onto my rice. And now I'm going to chop up half a cucumber to go in there. Okay, the pasta's cooked, so I'm going to go in with making the sauce. I'm just going to chuck it on top of the pasta whilst it's warm to the sauce that cooks. I'm just going to put some sound over the top and put what I'm putting in text, because you're probably fed up of me talking. All of it's mixed in together and it tastes so good, and obviously it will like dry a bit when it goes cold, but it's really nice, like a creamy tomato pasta. I sometimes make the tomato sauce by myself. Like if I was doing this on a Sunday and enough time, I'd have it like bubbling away, because I think to make a good tomato sauce you have to leave it for quite a long time. And then I'm just going to chuck in a couple of handfuls of chopped spinach on top, although I'm really running out of space in this pan. This is actually about 6 portions, because obviously I did a bit more pasta in the end, because I'm going to have some for lunch now. Anyway, okay, let's not watch me try and put that all in. Okay, back to the salad recipe. I've got like 250 grams of chopped tomatoes in there, fresh chopped tomatoes, and then I'm gonna add in like 1 small red onion. I think this is quite strong, so you really do want to like finely chop it, so you don't get like smelly onion breath because they're raw. Some people don't like this, you can leave this out. Or maybe use spring onions, I find they're a bit softer. I've got friends on in the background, but I'm also gonna add in some spinach, just for some extra greens. I literally put spinach in everything. It's just so normal for me now. And it's like you can always get it in a pretty big bag and it's relatively cheap. So, okay, and now I just need to somehow mix this all together. I feel like I need a bigger bowl. Here we go, we're just gonna put this in here to mix it all together. Now I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I don't think there's much left, but this just keeps it really nice and fresh and adds like a salty taste. As well as shocker, another Flying Tiger spice mix. This is like a lemon pepper kind of mix. So yeah, it's really nice with the tomatoes and the lime. Okay, so I've got my pasta and my quinoa salad all ready to go. Look how great they look. I've just put the chicken in the oven, so that'll be done in about 25-30 minutes, and then I can start constructing. Okay, so I've portioned out the pasta and some of the quinoa rice mix, but sadly I don't have enough tubs, so I'm gonna just put the leftovers in a big tub and then I can portion that out. But if I'm going somewhere, I'll just eat out of that because I know roughly how much I need to weigh out. I'm just gonna check the chicken's done, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much there. I was just so stressed about the chicken, but that's like moist because I've like marinated it. It honestly makes such a big difference. So I'm gonna chop this up and put it on top. All my dishes are prepped out now. So I've got 3 of the pasta dishes, 1 rice one, and then I've got the rice in here. So like I said, I can portion it out when I'm working from home. And then all the chicken, I put some extra juice on top, like that was left over in the tray on top, so it stays like nice and fresh. Yeah, and I'm gonna wait for these to cool a bit and then put them in the fridge and show you my tidy fridge. I still haven't made my juice yet though. It's kind of not enough space on the side. Look how clean and ready that fridge looks. So I've got all our like veg underneath, because sometimes I like to add extra veg to my meal prep, but this would be for like dinners because we've got more time to make dinner. There's the pasta and this is the bacon and some shrimp. So we've got some of the rice, and then the rice salad is in here with extra pasta here. Salad, I've got yogurt, butter for breakfast, and then all of our sauces are in the door. Look, normally my juice will go in here, but I haven't made it. So yeah, there we go, and that's our tiny little freezer. It's just ridiculously small, hardly fits anything in it, and there is actually some curry meal preps in the freezer, so we can take out and just defrost as well, but I'm not going to open it because it's so messy. I've even kept it pretty clean as well. I obviously haven't made the juice yet, so they're still out on the side, but that needs washing up, and that it's so annoying because our sink is so small, so it's like you really have to wash each thing individually. It is some time later and I finally finished all my food prep. As you can see from the fridge, that's brilliant. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I know I didn't get to make the juice, but I really need to get on with some work, and I feel like, because I've done this on an awkward day for me, I'd normally do this on a Sunday, I think I'm just gonna make it tomorrow morning because it is super quick. Maybe I'll film it then and I'll just like slot it in. But if not, it is actually on my Instagram. The recipe that I used is already on my Instagram, so I can link it below for you for that, just because I've got lots of washing up to do, and the juicer, I love it, but it is really difficult to clean. I just cannot be bothered to do that now, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning. Oh, this hair is just not the one. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, as it gives me a good indication of what you guys like to see and what you don't. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video.